For those who don't take TV too seriously, it's your favorite podcast with the best recaps. Your host Max will make you laugh till it hurts. It's Reality Alert. So Tommy, secret children, green flag or red flag?
Oh man, when oh god, why is it leaving me right now? What's his name?
John?
Wait.
Teresa and John?
Oh, no, I'm thinking the 60-year-old guy with Vanell. What's his name?
Oh, Jorge from the last episodes?
I mean, that was like a secret.
Oh, he
kid.
had secret children
He
too.
had secret children that were like maybe older than Vanell, I think. You know?
I was thinking, he had secret children, and then I was thinking about how like Teresa in these episodes, she withheld her children from John's mother and sister.
Yeah, right.
More secret children. I love how people think that this is a good move to withhold the existence of your children.
I'm not gonna lie, I was totally open to dating 50 and over until now.
Until you've seen the reaction of people to this.
They're always hiding their kids from us, you know? Like, how can I trust that, you know?
So you would date somebody who if they were like, I have children, then they're
bannable. I think if they were open with it immediately and I knew what I was getting into, this is kind of, that's, you know.
If they brought their kids to the first date.
Look, I'm scared to use the word ashamed. You know, I don't want her to say that because I don't want her to come for me. You know what I mean? Because do not come for me.
Don't fucking come for me because I will.
She will you, okay?
I didn't know you had that clip, so that is actually quite fantastic.
Don't come for me because I will.
She will you, and this woman's intense. Okay, she's not like like the other 54-year-olds.
No, and also, have we talked about how much she looks like Elizabeth Shue? We've talked about.
She does look like Elizabeth Shue
the whole time. Every time I was like, Elizabeth Shue's on the show, and then I was like,
oh my god.
And then John to me looks like Ginger Army Hammer.
He does. He probably eats people. Does he give you the creeps a little bit?
You know what he did until I realized like he's kind of like he's an okay guy. He seems okay.
Okay, but he has a kink for fucking older women, right? That's just why he's here. He's not into like her romantically, right? You agree with me?
Apparently that seems to be the case. However, when John's at that dinner with the kids, you know, did you also in your head go, I could see him dating Teresa's daughter?
Yes, Teresa said she wanted to introduce them.
Yeah, I was like, I could see that. I totally get that. They would be cute together, you know?
Things, I'm like, If he was just older than my oldest son, life would be a little bit sweeter right now.
Man.
I mean, Teresa has to have a come to Jesus moment.
Yeah, the whole time, though, when you're watching it, do you imagine, like, being the oldest son, like Teresa's oldest son, and just being like, you motherfucker, you know, like the whole time? I was saying that in my head the whole time.
He had a shit-eating grin the whole confessional.
He had like a people's eyebrow thing happening the whole time. He was like,
I'm not going to say anything, but I'm enjoying being on TV and watching this happen.
Yeah, and you know what? You could tell he groomed that beard. That beard looked pretty tight.
I gotta ask him for some tips.
You do. I'm not saying it looks bad, but
How dare you? How dare you?
It could look sharp.
Some people like the rugged Grizzly Adams look.
All right.
So Robert Redford in that gif that everybody thinks is Zach Galifianakis. You know,
you go to your barber and you're like, give me this gift.
Yeah.
Give me this.
We have Charlie on Instagram saying, yay, my favorite guest host.
Oh,
Tommy.
My God, I can't. What?
That's good because Tommy's going to be doing some more recaps soon, right, Tommy?
Yeah.
Or are you going to take a step back for a little bit?
I just might need to take a little break. You know, I got some busy things happening, but who knows? Who knows? I mean, like, I'm a huge fan of reality TV now. I don't need that.
Tommy, you'll have to come back and do some recaps real soon, okay?
You're coming at me hard, bro. But yeah, man.
You have a fan base here, Tommy. We need you on the podcast.
All right. I'm pretty easy. Okay. I'm back.
You're easy like John, baby.
Oh, man. Like Sunday morning John.
This guy is way too calm about everything. He is clearly getting off. I'm sorry. There is no way. He loves this drama. He loves going to this family and being like, me and your mother, we're going to take care of you. I'm your new stepdaddy, and this is okay. But he doesn't want to be a stepfather. He doesn't want anything to do with these kids. No. He doesn't want to marry Teresa. He just wants to lay in bed with her.
Yeah, sure. Lay. Okay. But I'm saying, the thing is, I think John's confidence comes a lot from he played a really good game. I mean,
Well, a great baseball player.
he no, but you know what I mean? Like he can rest on his laurels here. Like he was there emotionally. He comes off as mature, or at least the producers have edited him that way. Like he seems pretty put together. And I think for everyone watching, we're all just kind of like, yeah, he's doing this nice 54-year-old lady a favor,
I think it's easy to come off as mature when you don't say anything. It's like, oh, he's so mature, because you can't, if you don't say anything, you can't fuck up and say anything immature. So I think that's like a good tactic to seem mature, right? You don't say your thoughts.
I swear, every time I watch the show, and I don't know if you have the same feeling when you're watching reality TV, Max, but like, do you ever imagine if you were on the show, how would you play it? Is what I was thinking. And it's like, that's the smartest thing to do, is to just kind of keep your mouth shut. Yeah. I know that if I was on Age of Attraction, I would just be trying to make friends with all the older dudes, just trying to get validation there and make them laugh. It's like, hey, I remember All in the Family, and they're like, calm down.
Do you have daddy issues? Is this why?
I think I just
why are you going for the older men? You're supposed to be dating younger or older women.
I know you're supposed to be dating, but I'm pro friendship. I'm more friendship first, romance second. I know that sounds crazy.
That'd be cute. Like you and one of the older men would go into like the promise ring room together, and you'd promise to become friends, like an older brother thing.
We promised to FaceTime like once a month, which is what guys can handle, by the way. That is the most I think I could FaceTime.
Really mature guys, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And just like being like, hey man, how's it going? That's it.
Do you think Jorge would tell you about his children?
I think everyone knew about Jorge's children except for Vanel. I think he told everybody.
Poor Vanel. Well, before we get into the show, this is Reality Alert. I'm Max Gieser. This is our very special guest host here for the last time ever, Tommy Kang. And and we're live on YouTube, youtube.com/reality alert. Be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you go whenever whenever we are live. And we're on Instagram at Reality Alert Podcast. Let's get into it. Teresa and John. John says he's feeling good about having visitors. He's not sure who it's going to be, but he thinks it's going to be his mom and his sister. Of course he's feeling good. He loves sticky situations. He's like, I love how fucked up this is going to be. Everybody's going to be unhappy.
He's got nothing bad coming at him, man. No. He didn't get anyone pregnant. Not without a miracle.
Yeah. Teresa asked John if he's going to tell his family about her age, and he says no because she told him not to.
Yeah. Honestly, that's also, he's playing a really good game. He's listening to his partner. You know what I mean? Like, he's showing up for her. He's trying to be supportive and, all of that stuff. I think he's doing. Yeah, I would be just as easy as John if I played it the way he did.
She's just making this so much worse than it needs to be. Her concealing all of this information is making everything so much sketchier. Like people are already sketched out by the age gap, and her like hiding her age, hiding the kids, hiding things. Like, it is her right, it is her prerogative. I just don't think that I get why the mom and the sister responded that way.
Yeah, because it's kind of like, dude, come on. I thought we were going to be honest with each other, And it's one of those things, too, of like, I don't know if that's what built up or for when her and Vanessa had that little thing. Don't come for me. We're going to clip it.
You want me to play it again?
We're going to fucking come for me because I will.
You don't want to get, but big bad Teresa.
Yeah. But it's like, anger is never outward. It's always inward.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be this guy. I'm not that emotionally mature. I've just had a therapist for 5 years, but and we've made no progress.
I wish I had met you pre-therapy. It's been so cool.
Pre-therapy, I'd be smoking cigarettes. I'd be half drunk right now, man. I'd be really cool. Yeah, dude, I was really cool back then.
Let's go back in time.
Yeah, now I'm like, what's in this mug? Just NyQuil.
Oh,
in the
that's
daytime.
Cool.
Yeah.
Derek and Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer is.
That shouldn't tickle me as hard as it did.
I'm trying to make her more interesting.
Yeah.
She says in confessional that her family has never seen her emotional and vulnerable with a man. Oh, and she's never brought someone so old. home before.
Yeah, you're just graduated, kid. What'd you call it? You just moved out of the dormitory. I don't know.
I don't think the emotional vulnerable part is a big deal. I think the big deal that you're nervous about is the fact that he's old.
Yeah. But he does look
old.
good. He does look good for a 43-year-old.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah.
But people get mad in like the comments and stuff, even if I call people older in the relationships. If I'm like, John is sleeping with an older woman, they're like, stop calling her old. And I'm like,
older.
I mean, she's older than him. What am I supposed to call her? She's literally older than him.
Right. Yeah, God forbid you said, 20 plus years his senior. It's like, oh, you called her a senior?
Yeah,
it's
I'm like,
no.
I'm not saying she's ancient and he's fucking her.
Yeah.
She's older than him.
I will say, I think the way that our world is right now, that is more acceptable for you to be like, he's fucking this ancient broad.
Yeah, they're like, that was great. Thank you, Max.
Yeah.
We're empowering her for being old instead of just saying she's comparatively older.
Yeah, say that he's railing her as much as you want, but don't say that she's old.
How dare
you? Where's the line?
Vanessa tells us that the more time she spends with Logan, she sees potential red flags, like his fear of commitment. She says maybe he has some growing up to do. Do you think there's potential red flags here?
Oh my God, I completely switched up. Vanessa is the annoying girl from Ohio, right? That's the young half Asian guy, Logan.
Yes.
Logan, who looks to me a little bit like a young JFK Jr. He's got that very strong face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got the John Mulaney chin.
I'm your mom. Do you think people are gonna think I'm your mom?
That's Vanessa. Yeah.
Oh, that voice is just horrible. Like, yeah, they don't like each other. How could they?
She's a star, though.
Yeah, she's good. Yeah,
all the time, and she does it.
She what?
She's drunk all the time.
Is she drunk all the time?
Yeah, don't you remember when they were drinking wine in the rain? Like she's
I just to say that she's drunk all the time is kind of nuts. Well, you think she's like hammered the whole?
I think a lot of times she is. She's on a reality TV set. They have open bars. I think she's having a great time partying.
I guess you're right. Like I never think about that part. Like if anyone's like impaired or how sober everyone is on the show, but. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, she's just like, I want to have sex with a young guy. Like, ugh.
I like how you're like, that's a ridiculous thing to say. Wait a minute, she is.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Only a drunk person would talk like that.
I want fireworks in the bedroom.
Do you think people are gonna think I'm your mom?
Does that sound like a sober person?
Holy shit. Max, it's crazy. It's like,
do you think of people think of your mom?
You know what that felt like when you just dropped that bomb on me? It's like when you're at the optometrist and they finally find the prescription that you need. That's what that felt like. Oh my God. She's hammered. She's hammered drunk, just trying to hit on this hot guy with a jaw.
We get these two confessional, or this like longer confessional. She tells us her other sisters have perfect lives and she just wants her person. Is her person a 29-year-old? And she's like crying. And I thought that this was an omen and that they were going to break up these two episodes, but they don't. I thought that this was foreshadowing what was going to happen.
It's because young men are avoidant. Young men don't want to break up. You see,
every time she tried to break up with him, he'd hide under the couch like a little cat.
Like he's avoiding. But my favorite thing about Vanessa's story is that, like, I didn't really know I wanted to settle down until I saw my dad being there for my mom as she was dying. Who's going to take care of me? And you're like, Jesus, that's a dark way to find something. Some people are just
that's real, though. That's real.
That is real.
So real.
That is real. That is.
I got to tell you, when you watch your parent die, it will change you. It gets real thoughts into you. When my mom died, I don't want to get too real here, but I was like, I understand. It really made me being there for my mom when she died. Really made me want to have kids more than I used to. Not because like, oh, I want somebody to take care of me, but I understood more. Yeah. Like kind of the cycle of life and stuff like that. And being able to be there for my mom while she was dying reinforced like how beautiful family is and stuff. Like it really was there for me. So I kind of do get why she felt that way.
I get, well, would you still feel that way if your dad took even more care, than you did. I
I don't know. Well, that'd be crazy because my dad's an asshole.
Oh,
like,
see, okay, it's one of those. My dad's also very similar. Where my
my
mom
parents
was
are
sick.
divorced, so.
Oh, okay, yeah. So there was no way that was going to happen. Yeah.
He still could have helped out though. He didn't do anything.
No, I know how that feels. Yeah, my dad drove when my mom was sick. I stayed home and took care of both of them.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, that's fine. But the whole time, you know what? I was the opposite. When I was taking care of my mom, I was like, I don't want kids. In fact, I want to invest in a gun and some bullets. That's what that's how I feel about my later in years, my twilight years.
I was like, I got to tell you, I saw a bunch of homes, and I wouldn't put my mom in one or anything, but but like because of physical therapy places, and I was like, I do not want to end up in one. Please, I have to have children that will take care of me. I do not want to end up in one of these places. I do not want to end up in one.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I would thrive in a retirement.
I think you would. I think you would kill. I would die.
Yeah. I you know what?
Yeah.
But you know what? You have a pretty winning personality, Max. I think if you could get some of those other seniors, when you're old, of course, to podcast with you, I think you should be fine.
That's true. I think if I could podcast from there, I think I'd be fine.
Yeah. I think maybe you podcast with no one.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We're talking about us when we're ancient. Let's talk about some of these ancient people fucking these very young people,
What a transition, my friend.
Well, Teresa and John, I love how they give us the ages of the family members visiting.
Pretty brutal.
I wrote them down so we can reinforce them.
So we remember her youngest son is 22, her daughter's 25, and her oldest son is 29.
Yes. So we meet John's mom, Brenda, who is 67. So she's 13 years older than Teresa, who's 54, right? She's 54, I believe.
Yeah. Who's hotter, though? No, I'm joking.
They both could make it with me. I think they're both very beautiful ladies. I would court both of them romantically, not physically, romantically. We're talking
romantically. Yeah.
And his sister Sarah is 31.
31. Yes, I did remember clocking that because I was like, "There's an adult."
So it's going well. They're very friendly. One thing I noticed that she says is she doesn't bring up her kids, and she also says it would be great to live in this bubble for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, that's a huge red flag.
Yeah, because it's like it would be great to not have to deal with my children or like my life for the rest of my lives. Like, but you have like this wonderful. You should have like these wonderful adult kids.
Yeah,
outside of this bubble.
You should. I don't know. Like, you'd want to maybe bring that up a little bit. But my favorite thing was Teresa doubling down and trying to come off as younger than she was by mentioning her mom. It's like, parents, let me tell you. And it's like, how old is your mom, Teresa?
Dude, how does all these people on TV, like all these people in their 50s and in their 60s, like their moms are alive? I'm like,
how'd that happen? Yeah, that whole generation. They had Medicaid.
Dude, it's just crazy.
Up until recently.
Dude, I'm not gonna have both parents alive when I'm in my 50s. That's fucking nuts.
Oh, dude, yeah, I'm pretty confident. Yeah. My parents are both cancer survivors, bad cancer survivors, so it's rough.
Teresa steps out to the bathroom. I love how they always do that. Everyone's like, oh, I have to go shit, so you guys have a long conversation. And they're like, has she been married? And it's like, are we pretending that?
Yeah.
And so they learn that they have kids, and he's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the obvious elephant in the room. Don't worry. Every question they're asked, he's like, I tell you not to fucking worry about it, okay? I got it handled. John has it handled, okay?
I was surprised with how well his mom took that. If I ever talked to my mother that way, oh my God, I would have gotten attacked at the table. You know what I mean?
I'd be like,
I would have had to hide the cutlery.
In confessional, John's mom and sister say they wish they knew more about the age difference, and it's off-putting that she didn't share that she had children. They said it would have made them feel more comfortable, and they're like, it's just weird. This whole thing is weird. We're in Vancouver. We're on a reality TV show, and our 27-year-old family member is dating a woman of some undeterminable age. But she's obviously significantly older than him.
Yeah.
This is so weird. Why won't he tell us the age? She could be 80. How old is she?
I mean, if she's 80, she looks great for 80.
I know, but how weird is it that they won't share the age? I would be so uncomfortable. Yeah. I'd be like, why aren't you sharing the age?
Yeah, how bad is it? You know, it's
I'm like, is she 20 but she looks 54? Is she like Jack from that Robin Williams movie? What's happening?
What do I want to be when I grow up? Alive. Sorry.
Is that a line from Jack?
That's a line from Jack because he's in school and they're like, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And he just writes,
I'm going to graduate. I'm going to be an old man when I graduate.
Oh, I'm 18.
My best friend is Bill Cosby when I was 5. I'm a global scientist when I'm 5.
But yeah, I think first of all, I cannot get over Teresa's in better shape than I am. And I'm a man that works out.
She's amazing.
Yeah, dude, she's jacked.
You work out? I was reading all these comments on this reel about Alex sucking at soccer that said you were out of shape.
2 out of shape comedians talking about soccer. Yeah, pass. And you're like, okay, cool.
Nicest thing I've ever read about me.
Yeah. To be out of shape.
To be out of shape was so kind.
It's like I'm way meaner to myself.
I know. They told me out of shape. I was like, oh my God. I should be on the cover of a magazine.
You think I'm out of shape?
Oh my God.
What is your Instagram handle again?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I wonder how our kids feel watching this now, being like, man, you didn't even want to admit that we existed, you know? Like,
I know.
But that means she really was trying to impress these people or really wanted to make an impression, right?
Yeah, but it totally backfired. They would have been more impressed if she had been honest about herself.
I think also what might have gotten to her, though, is like, imagine you're in your 50s, you're dating, right? When's the last time you've met someone's parents? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, in a serious kind of young person kind of way. Like, it's one thing if you're like in your 20s, you're like, oh, you got to meet my parents, and my parents are still like, my parents are in their 60s or whatever. You're like, yeah, they're active 60s or whatever.
Okay.
But
yeah. I mean, I'm 35 and I couldn't imagine, like, because obviously I met Maria's parents over 10 years ago. We've been together for 12 years. I could not imagine having to meet somebody else's parents again.
Even
like,
now.
Yeah, I'd be like, this is such bullshit. Like, I don't care about your parents. I'm here for you.
Yeah, exactly. So I think there's a big part of it where she's like, oh man, all the guys I've been dating, all their parents are dead. It's been great, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
It's
Maybe
like, his parents are gonna be alive for so long.
Oh, he's got a mom and a sister.
I know. Oh my God, so many funerals to go to eventually.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be dead before then.
She's an immortal, cursed to live. She's Tom Hanks at the end of the Green Mile.
Wait, did it end with him being immortal?
Yeah, that was the curse he got for killing God's gift, which was Michael Clark Duncan.
That's so sick. Let's get to Derek and Michelle Pfeiffer. They meet with her parents, Stacy, 61. And okay, did you catch this? Her dad's name is Durwood, and he's 67.
I did not catch his name.
Have you ever met a Durwood? Durwood.
I never have, but if I had to imagine what he would look like, he pretty much nailed it.
Fucking sick. Okay.
Stuck the landing.
Let's give some props to Durwood.
Durwoody Harrelson.
Cool name. This went surprisingly well. I like how everybody's just like, you look so great for your age. And they're like, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Like, they did something. Let me tell you, it's not skincare. It's just genetics. You just happen to look younger, okay? It's not that big of a deal.
No, for the record, and I think I've said this before, there is a thing called moisturizing that white people don't know. And if you want to see what the effects of moisturizing can do, just look at Robert De Niro versus Al Pacino.
No. I mean, they're obviously, I think a big thing about it is staying out of the sun, too. Look at golfers. Look at the top golfers in the world, like the top 10 particularly.
Yeah.
They are all in like their upper 20s and they look like they're 40.
That's true. I just thought that was being conservative. But maybe I thought that's what being a Republican.
Yeah, well, they don't believe in like, science or anything. So that's part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, we're not going to adopt any black culture. We hate moisturizer, And you're like, all right, whatever, buddy. I guess you're going to have to deal with that.
But come on. When they say thank you, they're acting like they like did something. I mean, obviously you say thank you, but they're like, you go like, oh, thank you. I'd be like, oh, thank you. Whenever people tell me that I look younger, I don't go like, oh, thank you so much. Oh, yes. What an accomplishment I've done.
I will say it Give it 10 more years, Max. It does. I had a 24-year-old person I had to tell them I was 36 recently, and they go, no. And I go, the fact that you're saying it like that, either I look good or I am behaving way too immaturely, and you couldn't believe that I was that age.
I mean, I do get that I'm 25 all the time. It does feel good, but I don't react like it's
because you're wearing a sideways cap the whole time and you're skateboarding everywhere.
I'm usually skateboarding and I'm doing what do they call what do they call
mewing?
I'm mewing. I'm look smaxing. No, what is the tobacco thing that they do?
Zins?
Yeah, zins. I'm doing zins.
Yeah, baby, you got to zin it up.
Yeah, I'm zinning because
zinning out
so well. Yeah. I got my Elf Bar vape. Pfeiffer, so let's see. Pfeiffer and Derek reveal the 2 kids, and she's like, well, I want a big family, so this would be great because you already got 2 kids built in.
Yeah, that's 2 down, 8 more to go.
Yeah.
Let's try.
I want to know, are the 2 kids with the same mother? Do we know? Because there's such an age gap that I want to know, like, are the 2 kids, because that would affect things.
That would affect things. It would make it a little bit more complicated. There'd be baby mama's dramas.
Yeah, I just want to know that affects things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Such an age gap.
But because Derek got had his first kid very young, so he says, what is that? That's like 28, I guess, is
something. Yeah.
I don't think that might be young. I don't know. For the South, I guess that's young, on the coast, in the cities.
Yeah. I think he was young. Yeah.
Yeah. But he's like, I had kids young. Was it him that said he had kids young? And then, I can imagine that if it's also with a woman of that age, that they could feasibly. Like my sister and I were 12 years apart, like.
Yeah, no, it definitely happens.
It happens.
I just want to know. It could be the same woman.
No. And I would, for Pfeiffer's mental health, and to make it less complicated.
I'm worried for Pfeiffer.
I'm worried. I don't know if she can handle it, However, the biggest gift is being able to raise a child and knowing you can trust them.
That's
right.
True.
Thank you, Durwood.
Durwood is crying and he thinks that this can work out. He trusts her.
Yeah.
So maybe we should trust Durwood.
Yeah. And you know what? They're from Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. He could have very easily been like, and dude, so dude, I try to trust my daughter,
Yinzer. Yeah. Right? They say yins. Yins.
I don't know if it's yins.
They say yins and like yinzer or something.
Dude, I didn't know that at all.
You know that all they say yins? They're like yins.
I didn't know that.
I think they say yins instead of yes, right?
Oh, I don't know a bunch of Pittsburgh people. I just watched The Pit.
Okay,
I just watched the TV show The Pit.
I mixed it up. Yins means you all or you guys. So you'd be like, Yin's gonna come out with me.
I have heard that. Yes.
Yeah. Are Yins going to the game?
It's I know we all speak English, but man, that's strange, huh?
It's often attributed to a contraction of Ewans or Scottish influence. And then there's Yinzer, which is like thicker. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. Lillian said that she grew up around that. Lillian Tanner, who's on the podcast, can join us next week. She said that she grew up around people saying Yinzer because she's from that part of Ohio.
I forgot about that.
So maybe we can have her address it. She'll be here on Wednesday, recapping the finale.
Very excited for you guys.
Yes, Andrew and Libby. I love that they could only get friends to come, but I wish we could have gotten Libby's family. Like, that's so disappointing. Could you imagine her parents having to meet Andrew? Like, who are Libby's parents? What do they think? I need to know.
I don't know. Yeah, I do wonder what Libby's parents are like. She does give me a lot of like demeanor wise, like a lot of young Jennifer Lawrence. Like, I'm funny and I'm a blonde girl.
And I'm more mature than I think I am.
Yes. I'm a Silver Linings Playbook.
Yeah, it's like you know nothing of the world, Libby. I like you, but you know nothing of the world.
Yeah,
you are 22 years old. You are not like her friends. Her friends say it.
How do you feel about the whole kid thing? The kid thing? Okay.
I'm sorry, but you're not ready to be a stepmommy.
Stepmommy Libby? No.
Dude, they came for her hard. Those are friends. Those are real ones.
Yeah, well, one of them was from New Jersey, so they were going to speak their mind.
Oh, was it the headband girl?
Yeah, the headband
girl. The one that was aggressive?
The one that's aggressive and says that they're going to be a psychologist.
Yeah. Yes. Oh man, that is so us.
It's so. My god,
that's a state.
So
that is who we all are.
I know. I would like she's so us.
Let me tell you about my aspirations real quick and why I think you're a piece of shit. You know, why you should go fuck yourself.
Yeah. I love when they're like, so like, what's your deal? And he explains when he was 22, he had his first relationship, and his ex is a great person. And they get along. And then her friends are like, well, I want to hear it from her side because men and women view things differently. And he's like, well,
hot take.
She's not. Yeah, I know. He's like, well, she's not here, so I can't like, get her on the phone right. Okay.
Yeah, that was a Yarana. That was like a let me catch you in court kind of.
This is so funny. It's like, oh, tell me about your ex. Well, I bet she hates you. Yeah. So what do you think about that?
I feel like she overshot the resources that Netflix has available to them. Yeah. You know, she was like, and now where's his wife? Let's pull her out. You know, it's like, no, that's not how this works, kid.
Well, then his friends go up, and I love how they just fucking razz him. I want to play this soundbite from the first batch of episodes.
My group chat is going to be like, dude, I thought you were going to do something different.
Because the group chat, he's like, the group chat's going to know that I'm going to go for a 22-year-old blonde. And apparently his friends had a bet going on that she was blonde and that she was 22 to 25 years old.
Yikes.
So it's really creepy that this is Andrew's thing.
Man, he's 38. Okay, so he's like our age, ostensibly, right?
Yes.
I don't know. Have you talked to a 22-year-old recently, Max?
No.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I like usually want to like give them money. If I see like a 22-year-old, I'm like, you probably need this more than I do. Here's like $40, kid. You know, like I don't even know how to talk to them, let alone try to sleep with them.
Yeah, like I interact with 27-year-olds, and that's fine. Like we can.
That's kind of my line too. Yeah,
that's it's my line. Like
you have your own health insurance. You know?
Yeah, and we have similar like things that we can like bond over and stuff like that. But past insurance. That, like a 22-year health insurance, but 22-year-old, no, that's the end.
Yeah,
and dating, what the fuck? She doesn't know who Posh Spice is. Like, come on, that's too far.
I guess.
Dude, Posh Spice is really important.
I know. Yeah, what's my cultural line? Like how? Man, I guess. I don't know.
Dude, she probably doesn't know who like Doug Funny is, you know? Like that's
nuts. Dude.
Yeah. She like
Dear
doesn't
Journal?
know.
Oh
what?
My God. You can't say it. You can't start Dear Journal or
she doesn't know banging on a trash can. Like that's really upsetting. So Andrew says that he talks to his friends and he says this.
I don't need a stepmom, you know? It's almost like big sister vibes, just someone that I can add to the tripod.
I don't like 90% of the things that these people say.
Isn't that what Woody Allen did? Didn't he adopt a bigger sister for his kids?
Yeah, and then he married her.
Right. Okay. So I can see how this is problematic now. I wasn't finishing. Yeah, I didn't finish that thought completely as I was.
It's just a weird thing to say, to be like, I think
it's strange.
I think my girlfriend will be the big sister to my kids. It's like,
do you remember? It was like they immediately cut to his friends, but the last line that I think it's our friend from New Jersey says is she goes, I was going to say he should get some Botox. And then Libby throws him a look because it was like, yeah, where do those cheeks come from on that guy? My God. He does look like he has cell phone face. I've heard of this phrase recently.
Cell phone face?
You know about this? That like he because of all the cosmetic surgery, plastic surgery that people get done nowadays, having a face that looks like it can exist before cell phones is very rare, you know? So it's like you and I both, I guess, don't have cell phone face because we haven't got any work done.
Wait, so if you have work done, you have cell phone face?
You know what? I think you might have to Google it, Max. I thought I was hip to the young people
No,
language.
I
But
think that
clearly,
makes
I
sense.
couldn't even talk to a 22-year-old without
Cell
giving them
phone
money.
face or iPhone face refers to a modern, often surgically enhanced or highly groomed facial look that seems out of place in historical films. It is characterized by high cheekbones, plump lips, and a sharp jawline, often influenced by Instagram trends, which ruins immersion in period dramas.
Nicole Kidman, got it.
I think we have plump lips, high cheekbones, and a sharp jawline.
Without the cosmetic yeah.
I'm
Clip
mogging
that.
right now.
Can we just clip that?
Yeah.
Can you mew for me now? Do some mewing. Now mew
Mewing.
for me. Mew for me.
I'm
young
look
boy.
maxing.
Ooh, look maxing.
Oh, look maxing. You got it. Shout out to clavicular. Okay. Shout out to
that
my man
guy.
Clav.
My
Yeah.
favorite bone in the body.
Yeah. Shout out to the ASU frat leader. Let's go to Chris and by the way, Libby's friends say she's mature, but she's looking at this whole thing through rose-colored glasses. Give her a break, okay? She's 22. All right.
Also, you're on TV. Like, that's awesome. You know, like this is an experience. You're getting all caught up in it, you know?
We meet Chris's mom, who's just like, baby, you're an idiot. Don't do this. Don't do this. Okay.
Oh,
He's like-
Chris. Wait. Oh my God. What's her name? The flight attendant?
Chris and Leah.
Leah. I like Leah.
Yeah, I have a hard read on like how clingy she actually is.
Yeah, I think she's just, you know, I think it's a flight attending as a lonely job.
Yeah,
You
like
know?
how she says like that makes me able to spend time alone, but she does seem rather clingy, you know?
Yeah.
Which is like, okay. I think some people wouldn't mind it. I just don't think it's a good match. And Chris seems really annoying. Like, why does she want to cling to him?
Chris is so funny because it's so clearly a young guy in like a first, like, hey, we're living together.
Yeah.
situation. And I forget that is what most people experience, where they're like, I'm around them all the time. How do I deal with this? You know, like I'm a people pleaser. I'm here for my family. I'm an extension of whatever they want.
I imploded my first relationship when I moved in. With
Oh, me
somebody.
too. Yeah.
How long did you last?
3 years, I think.
Whoa,
Living
that's a
together.
long time. I lasted 3 months.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm passive aggressive. I bottle things up a lot, and then I huff.
Yeah, I can't
ugh.
do it. I mean, I was just like, I can't. It made me miserable, and the relationship fell apart. And then I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah. Good
I'll
for
say
you, though.
the second person I moved in with, we've lasted 12 years, so it was just a one-time thing. So
12 years so far.
12 years so far.
Okay. Max, you're being biased. You're celebrating yourself again.
Thank you, horses. Thank you. Thank you, Snoopy. Thank you.
Oh, now the answer has been the question has been answered. Who did let the dogs out? Baha Men, do you hear this? 'Twas
Well,
Max.
Yeah. So Chris's mom, she really, the parents, I think, that don't want their kids to do it are very good at not being too forceful and being like gentle.
I think they get coached before because, like, I think I'm so used to what's the one? Love is Blind,
Yeah.
where everyone's like got like everyone's emotionally immature, or comes from like a very scary place. And yeah, Chris's mom of being like, you got to communicate that kid, like. You gotta tell her how you're feeling. He's crying at the table.
Do you want to be in a relationship like this for the rest of your life? Like, I like how she's like, shouldn't it be happy and fun? You're in the beginning of a relationship. I always say about this on the shows. I'm like, where's the joy? Like, you shouldn't meet through trauma and sadness. You should meet through happiness. Like, why aren't these new couples laughing?
And that's what gets me with the Vanessa Logan thing. It's like they clearly don't like each other. You know,
they're miserable. And so are Chris and Leah. They're not happy. So end it.
Yeah. I do also think, I mean, going back to Vanessa, just because like she is my least favorite. I think she didn't want to leave that, what is it? That cult campground that they were all
campground. Yeah, the resort.
Yeah. She didn't want to leave without a man. And then she's like, I'm going to get you. You know, she grabbed whatever she could on the way out.
Yeah.
And
Good
I think
for
that's
her.
what happened to Logan. Yeah. You know? Or Logan.
Let's get to Logan and Vanessa. They meet his parents, Joe and Gemma.
Yeah.
At one point, Logan's dad goes, relationships are complicated. And you're his age, so you know this. I like how he's
that
like,
was fucking brutal.
that was yeah, like you're his age, right?
Listen here, mate. That was brutal. It was absolutely brutal.
And
Oh,
she's
man.
like, I'm actually not his age, and I'm actually 20 years older.
Could
Thank
you tell? It's like, yeah, dude.
Tell?
Oh my god.
And they're like, no, we couldn't tell that you're clearly 20 years older than our son.
With her vocal fry.
You couldn't tell. Oh my god.
It's like, oh my god,
Do you think that people are gonna think I'm your mom?
Who do you think people think is his mom at the table? Let's ask the waiter. Waiter, who do you think is his mom, me or him?
Imagine you have a long distance relationship and that's the voice you have to listen to on the phone every night. You know what I mean?
Imagine I'm on top of you. Imagine.
Oh, brutal.
Let's do role play. Okay, I'm the same age as you.
I have a future in voiceover. Let me do some audiobooks. And then Harry said to the prisoner of Azkaban. That's rough.
Yeah,
That's
Logan's
rough.
parents are basically like, if you want to have kids, you're gonna have to do it like immediately. And he's like, I don't want kids. And they're like, yeah, you shut the fuck up. Yeah, you do. You want kids.
I don't know, man. She's 50 this year. Is
she 49?
She's 49. I don't know enough about women's biology. All right. I just know that a geriatric pregnancy is considered 35 and up. I only know this because my mother had a geriatric pregnancy, and that's how my sister came.
Yeah. No, it becomes more difficult.
It becomes a little bit more difficult. I will say to Logan's what I'm understand from my own experience is white dad, Asian mom. It's a very specific power dynamic. It's a very different kind of house to grow up in. You know what I mean?
Is your dad white?
No, my dad's not white, but
okay.
as an Asian person, we got some whites in the family, you know?
Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm purebred, but you know, my extended family isn't necessarily.
Oh, it's terrible to hear. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I don't respect them any less.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just.
How am I supposed to feel?
I think the way that you should feel is he looked like a big guy that liked to drink and not respect his wife. I'm just gonna say
Logan.
No. Logan's gigantic white dad.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? It's just like a little bit of the because it's that generation, you know, they married outside their race because they didn't like lip. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking about my aunt and uncle. It could be.
Do you want to name them?
Not right now.
Your address?
Not right now. Not right now. No, I don't think we need to.
Okay. Well, I like when his mom says Vanessa will have a lot of patience. We'll have to have a lot of patience. She'll have a lot of patience with that Logan. I'm like, I think they'll have to have a lot of patience with each other. They're both pretty intolerable. Yeah,
Logan's pretty rough. Oh man, and watching him try to break up with her and then fail.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Oh, that was rough, man. Also, Chris with Leah trying to break up with her and then failing that too. It's like he clearly is trying to get. They're both trying to get out of this, man.
Yeah. But let's get to that. Chris says that he's never been more unsure after talking to his mom about what he's gonna do after this commitment day. Like he's basically breaking up with you. Just take it. Just end it.
It's just like, just take it on the chin. It's okay. What? It was like, what have you really lost? 4 weeks? How long are these Netflix shows? I do love.
She's so clingy. She won't even let him break up with her.
Yeah. Oh shit. That's nuts. Yeah, you're totally right. That's a good read.
But then I'll have to be alone.
Yeah. Again. Oh man. I only have friends when I'm in the sky. Which is nuts. Yeah, that's it's hard. I just wish those guys could communicate better. Yeah. Well, but I get it. I was a young man
when they're older. They're babies.
Yeah, they're babies. I remember being a young man once, you know, long time ago.
John and Sarah, so this is John's sister. They go to a cafe and John narks and he reveals that Teresa's 54 and that the kids are close to his age. In fact, one is older. And his sister is like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. His sister is, you know, for as emotionally mature as John is being portrayed. I think his sister has her shit together, actually.
Yeah, she's really trying to help him.
Yeah.
John, please listen to me. I'm doing this on camera. Don't do this.
Yeah, dude, I don't care if it's Netflix, and I don't care if they're not even giving them a free month of subscription, by the way.
No, they get
for
nothing.
the streaming service. Yeah.
They get their lives embarrassingly depicted on TV.
Yeah. Although I think out of everyone, John's got the best reputation right now. I would
definitely.
say.
Everyone's like, he's so mature for his age. Like and like power to him for dating this like boss lady and like all this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm just like, he's just a little freak. He's just getting his nasty kink on. I don't mean nasty in like a bad way. I just mean like he's a nasty little freak. You know?
Oh yeah, yeah. Not that because she's older or anything.
Not that like it's nasty. Just like he's doing the nasty. Like he's nasty. You know?
How dare you call that woman old?
No. I think she's hot. Like I think it's all good, but I just think I think this is just a kink to him.
Maybe, but I mean, I mean, how
When
else
you
do
see
people
him, he
fall in
just
love?
sits there and he just smiles and he's like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks of us because
I'm doing sex.
He never says like I love you or anything. He just doesn't seem romantic.
I don't think anyone's saying that they love each other, right?
Well, he should because she loves him.
I don't know if that's true either. You think Teresa actually loves John?
I think she wants to.
I think she wants to, yeah. But I think really Teresa's in love with the youth that was gone that she had.
Oh my God.
She's in love with herself again.
That's so deep.
Dr. Kang is open for appointments.
I'm tripping balls right now.
You just blew
Good
my
night,
mind.
Seattle. Yeah.
Oh, Frasier's here. Okay.
Thank you, Seattle.
So Logan and Vanessa meet Vanessa's friend Haley, and can you believe that Vanessa's friends are also younger?
Dude, everything about this chick, I just like it's red flag. I don't like her.
What? She's our bestie.
Oh my God. It's like the top of my roster is this age, and my best friend is this age. And it's like, it's like your friend's older brother when you're in high school that still lives at home. You know?
And buys you beer and stuff.
Yeah.
He's fucking sick. Yeah.
And you're like, we only like you because you can buy beer.
Yeah.
We actually don't want to listen to what you have to say.
Vanessa says when Haley learned her age when they first became friends, Haley had to lie in the fetal position.
Do you have any 50-year-old friends, Max?
No.
Yeah, I don't think I do either. Yeah, it's just no, actually, maybe, but I wouldn't say that. Yeah, I could.
If they were as cool as Vanessa,
I know.
but she parties. If they were down to get wine drunk all the time in the rain, that'd be pretty sick.
Oh man!
And they were telling me all their crazy stories of these young men they were dating and all this stuff. Like that could be fun.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, she's like, yeah, I've already fucked everything in Ohio, so I don't know where else to go. I gotta go on this Netflix show now.
So Logan fights with her like twice during this, and he fights with her like about fighting. Like
it was nuts.
In front of her friend. Is he trying to tank the situation?
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't you? Right? Because he's avoidant. He is not confrontational. There's a non-confrontational man trying to break up and get out of this situation in like a sort of palatable way.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, he's trying to get out of it.
He's trying to get out.
Even your friends hate me. We have to break up.
Yeah. There's a different, I mean, like you've been in a long relationship for a while, right? It's like there's a difference between fighting and in a constructive sort of I still love you kind of way. And there's a difference of like, I'm fighting because I'm picking a fight and I want to get out of here.
This guy is picking a fight.
I think he's doing
So
that,
Haley and Vanessa talk, and her friend is like, it is so weird how many times he's fighting. And she's like, it was bad vibes. Don't you think this is bad? And Vanessa's like, yeah. And he like friend zoned me for a long time. Is that bad? And Haley's like, yeah, this is all red flags. I think you guys should break up.
He doesn't want to have sex with you.
Yeah. And then Haley says, it sounds like Logan has an issue with the age gap, and that's why he's so hot and cold. And it's like, wow, you figured it out within like 5 minutes. That's the whole issue. He doesn't like her as a person, but also the age gap really bothers him.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. Man, it's one thing to watch your friends like, a couple fight at dinner, but it's another thing to watch your couple friend fight on a Netflix show that you're mic'd up for,
And she's in like a 20-year age gap relationship.
Yeah. That's just a hard place. But
Nick Vile. Oh my God.
Oh, he is vile. Am I right?
He is.
No, I don't know enough about The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. I just know that girl got because she was hitting people. Yeah, I saw that.
Pour one out for what's her face. Yeah,
for what's her face. Pour one out for what's her face. Everybody.
Yeah.
But that was a little. That's rough. And Vanessa clearly doesn't want to admit it, right?
No, she is in total denial, but maybe she doesn't know. Maybe she is just hitting the sauce too hard.
Do you think if people are gonna think I'm your mom?
Yeah, dude. Now that you play, like every time you play it, it's like, yeah, that is a drunk slur, isn't it? Like, that's a drunk person slurring their words.
He's putting me in the friend zone. I don't know what's going on. Why doesn't he just want to come to bed with me?
And her friend's like, no. I can understand what she's saying. Hold. She translates. Man, that's a rough.
Let's skip ahead to Derek and Pfeiffer. They meet Rachel, I believe is how you pronounce it. She's 34. She's Derek's cousin / best friend.
10 years younger than Derek as well.
Yes. I just love how in confessional afterwards, Rachel is laughing and just goes, Pfeiffer is 23? That's a gap. She could be a totally different person in 10 years. She just thinks this thing is so funny. She's like, oh, Derek, what are you doing?
Yeah. But the thing is, everyone's different in 10 years,
Yeah.
But that's not a real argument.
I just think it's like, it's different. I think you're more yourself when you're like a little bit older, whereas when you're 23, you change a lot more, even in like 5 years.
Dude, I think when I look back, and I can only speak to my own experience, but like my whole 20s, I'm pretty sure it was just throwing shit at a wall, right? Is just trying to figure out, I think these are my views and my values, So, I get it. She could, be totally open to this, right now. But also that is life, Max. They should let her do it. Don't you feel that? I'm rooting for Pfeiffer and Derek.
I do think that people need to like make their own decisions and choices, and that if she wants to date this older guy, she's like going to.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna stop love. Do you know what I mean? You're not gonna.
Shit, you're totally right, Max. You cannot stop. You know why? Because it's the strongest thing in the world.
Yeah. Something. I when I was younger, I dated older women. My parents never said, "Don't do this." You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you didn't tell them that you were dating an older woman.
No,
let alone the age of the older woman.
I did. When I was 17, I dated a 20-year-old. When I was 20, I dated a 25-year-old. And when I was 21, I dated a 26-year-old.
Max, I don't know how to tell you this. That's not much older.
I know. but they could have been like, Max, it's a little... People were often be like, ooh, older woman. Isn't that a little weird? Do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like... because the woman was older. They'd be like,
I pieced that together, man.
It's not like this show.
No. Yeah. What you were doing was, I would hardly call that an age gap at all, really.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, at the time, people would give me shit about it. And
I guess you're right.
Nobody was ever like, don't. Yeah. It's like it just would be foolish to be like, don't do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it would just be,
Yeah. Watch out for that. She's gonna coerce you into things,
Yeah, well,
into getting a job, into grooming yourself and dressing better.
Yeah, well,
watch out for that older woman.
I know.
She's gonna make you more emotionally mature. You hate that, Max.
But then when I was that older age, I was like, obviously at that time I was dating people that are older than me. Maria's my same age, which I was very relieved by. Like when we went on our first date, I was like, when did you graduate high school? And we graduated the same year. And I was like, oh, I think I told her, I was like, oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
Oh, man. I'm not going to lie. If I was Maria, that's a red flag.
No, I don't think I said that. No, No, just
keep
no,
that
you're
to
right.
yourself,
No,
Nick.
just because usually I wouldn't know that they were older than me, and then we like make out, and then we'd start dating, and they'd be like, "How old are you?" And I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Oh no, are you gonna tell me that you're 5 years?" I'd be like, "You have to buy the beer tonight, by the way."
Yeah.
Uh,
Are you asking because my kissing's so good?
There's because I'm so good to be like, no,
Because you could tell I've had a lot of experience.
they're like, so we need to rent a car. I'd be like, ah.
Yeah. I can't really help you this weekend.
Yeah, but when I got to that age, I was like, I don't want to date somebody younger than me. That's so weird.
Yeah, I
I
think
26 dating a 21-year-old. I'm not going to be in college dating a high school senior. What's happening with that?
yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Even given the option, right? If you had to date someone, right, would you go older or younger? I think I would always say older. I don't
Always
think I could
older.
handle-
I
yeah.
don't want to be the creep. They can be the creep.
Yeah. Make someone else think.
So,
Pass the buck.
when you're younger, I was cool. I'm dating the older person. I'm
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. It's like, oh, my girlfriend. Sorry, she's on hospice care.
Yeah.
you know. I'm like, all right, I guess that's cool. I don't know.
Yeah,
What you're...
she's fucking cool and older. She can rent a car. Okay, I
Yeah.
can do anything. I'm a little baby.
Sorry, we have to check with Lucy's social security first before we
Yeah.
join you on that trip.
Okay.
Yeah. it's nuts.
Chris and Leah. Yeah, they have another. They have another. What? They're not worth it. Let's go to. They're not. It's the same conversation over and over.
It is.
again.
Well, because Logan and Vanessa and then Chris and Leah, they kind of mirror each other to a degree.
Yeah,
you know,
they hate
so-
each other. They hate
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah, but I do like Leah. Leah is the one I like.
She's
I,
nice. She's nice.
Yeah. I root for Leah.
She's a stage 5 clinger, though. She really clings. She needs to stop clinging. Okay.
No, I think that's just how they're portraying.
She's
her.
probably a great flight attendant, though. She's probably very attentive.
I think Chris, and I knowing this as a guy who was a caregiver for his parents for a hot second, it's like your alone time is very important. If Chris is in that sort of caregiving, situation as much as he says he is, I could see him being like, "Hey, I don't have bandwidth for this." Like he's like, he brought up showering.
I was just gonna say he wanted to take
Multiple
a shower, and she was like, "Oh, you're leaving me alone." I that would drive me fucking nuts.
Yeah. I will say, showering as a guy who I shower twice a day, not because I
Ew.
have to, but because I want to.
Yeah, that's so like overbearing.
I love to, I love paying LADWP.
I can't believe you leave Lindsay alone that much to shower. That's so neglectful.
But yeah, it's one of those things of just like, I get it. He doesn't know how to express boundaries, I think,
Yeah. Maria's an only child, and I find it really helpful because I like to have my alone time, and she's just so good at entertaining herself.
And she's like, "You're here?"
Yeah, she's like so good at like reading and taking care of herself, and I like napping.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh man, I didn't even notice. Okay, sure.
Yeah. So Andrew tells us in confessional that his friends meeting Libby really put things into perspective for him. Integrating a 22-year-old who lives on another coast into his life could be really difficult. You think, fucko?
Yeah. Man, does he look like Lance Bass? He looks like he could have.
He does look like Lance Bass.
It's the shape of the face. I couldn't say, like the contents of the face, but the shape, the contour, the silhouette.
Hopefully he'll make it to outer space,
Oh boy, yeah, he's gonna be.
Lance never did, so hopefully this guy will.
Did Lance never make it to space?
He never made it.
I always had that as having happened in my head.
No, he never made it.
Did Pete Davidson also not go to space?
I don't think he made it either.
Only Katy Perry
and Gail King
and Gail. Yes, I
and
always forget
Shatner.
Gail.
Shatner made it.
Shatner made it.
Yeah, and because when Shatner came down, he was like, "That was terrible. The Earth is bad." Like he had like a bad experience.
I'm gonna rock it, man.
Lance Bass didn't go because his financial backers failed to pay the estimated $20 million required for his seat on a Russian Soyuz flight.
That must have been before GoFundMe, because I would have paid for that.
Yeah, despite
I would have donated.
extensive cosmonaut training, he was removed from the mission just weeks before launch due to these financial issues.
What do you think is harder, training to be a Backstreet Boy or a cosmonaut? Probably Backstreet Boy.
Actually, it was. But you know that Lance Bass was in NSYNC, right?
Shit.
That was offensive.
I feel like Libby right now. That's nuts.
Yeah, and I just to confirm, Pete Davidson did not go to outer space. So very sad.
Thank you for fact checking that, Max. That was going to drive me crazy.
I was pretty sure he didn't, but yeah. I just think it's really funny that he has to open up to Libby and be like, I'm afraid of this not working because you're so young and you live so far away. And like, I want you to be young and like live your life. And she's like, but I don't want to live my life if you're not there, which is such a 22-year-old feeling to have because like, you know that like you should go out and live it, but you're like, but my heart, I love you.
I think
it's hard.
It's okay to be in a long relationship in your 20s. You know,
no, I think it is, but you shouldn't do it with a dad of kids who's 38. I really don't think you should. I think it's a mistake.
I think the biggest red flag is that is his type. I think all other things considered, you know, bar owner and with 2 kids, you know, and an ex-wife, like I think that's fine.
That's too much. I think it's too much.
But yeah, it's the fact that he only bangs.
Yeah, well, I think most of the guys who you find who have kids and wives, it's going to be their type, or there's going to be a reason why they're dating younger, and it's going to make them immature and not the right people to date.
Yeah. I guess the question is like, what happens when Libby finally reads like 30 books? You know, like, and like she's like, oh my god, I have nothing in common with this guy anymore. You know,
I know.
He's just doom scrolling.
I don't think that. I think Pfeiffer at one point has like this issue where she's like, I don't know if I should move for like a man, if I should change my life for a man. And I do, like, my mom always said that to us. She's like, don't change your life for a man, Max. Basically, she was like, don't move for somebody else unless the relationship is like really far in. You know, if it's like the beginning of a relationship, don't move for somebody. That's a mistake. And I really think that if these people decide to move for a huge age gap relationship out of a show where they knew each other for 2 weeks, that is a huge mistake, Tommy. A huge mistake.
There is something when you do put it back into the perspective of what it is, you're just like, yeah, this whole thing is nuts. This whole thing is
nuts.
Absolutely fucking crazy.
They don't know each other.
Yeah. They've met 3 weeks ago. They've had sex, maybe tops 15 times?
Yeah.
You know, like tops.
She's too, like she has her whole life ahead of her. Don't mess around with this guy who's kind of creepy, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just that he can't express his facial emotions, you know?
Yeah, and these 22-year-olds don't care about that. They're looking at TikTok, so
yeah. Yeah, that whole generation, my God. Yeah, that's weird. It's weird.
Well, we have
to just take him at his word.
Yeah, let's do it. We have 2 days until the commitment ceremony. John and Teresa, we meet. Yeah, this is the scene. We meet Teresa's kids: Richard, 29, Lauren, 25, and Michael, 22. John is like, your mom talks about you all the time, and she is so proud of you guys. She doesn't talk about you at all. She doesn't even want you guys to exist. Yesterday, she pretended that you didn't exist.
Yeah, that is a little rough. I could see that.
We don't even know if she loves you anymore, to be truth. Because if she loved you, she would have talked about you to John's mom and sister.
Yeah, I could see how that doesn't work out. Man, you know, you've really ruined it for me because I was really rooting for them.
That's what I do.
And now you've completely ruined it for me, Max.
Teresa tells her kids that John is a nice, safe dude.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, talk about participation trophy. That's a horrible intro for a man. And then, like, what was that thing? She called him a boy at one point.
Yeah, basically. I like how the kids are like, it's chill because since we're older, you won't have to deal with the bullshit of us going to college or anything.
Yeah.
You won't have to pay for us going to college because we know you have your whole life together.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know. He's 35. I love that none of them can imagine that they would be, that their mom, oh man, would be dating someone that young.
Yeah, I have that confessional. Let me play it.
Not telling the age is definitely a little weird. But I would say I think John is probably more around 35. If John were younger than about 30, it would definitely be more of like a surprise to me and definitely more of a weirder thing. Just because like were maybe even closer to age than she is. So that's definitely a little strange.
How many times did he say it's a little weird in that?
Yeah.
confessional?
Oh, that poor kid. Just trying to make it work.
It'd definitely be weird if he was younger than 35. I sure hope he's not 35. He's not 35, is he? He's not younger than 30. He's not, right?
You know
He's
what?
not my age, right?
In the situations where they're trying to ask the age and then the age isn't given, like I feel like I would try to find other ways to figure it out. You know, it's like,
oh yeah,
like could you run for congressman? You know,
Yeah.
can't you do that if you're feeling so heated about this? You know,
so like you remember when the Wii came out, right? What was
Yeah.
your first gaming system?
9/11, horrible. Where were you?
Yeah, how much was a gram when you first bought
Yeah.
it?
Actually, to put it into perspective, though, I think there's a good chance that John doesn't remember 9/11 at all.
Well, yeah, he's 27.
Yeah.
He doesn't
would've been-
remember it.
Yeah. Man, that's a young man.
He's very young. He's
I would've-
not 30.
See, this is another moment where it's like, if I was on Age of Attraction, I would just be asking everyone about 9/11. That's what would happen. That's like, and I hate that about myself. I would be trying to game it the whole time.
When the
Stupid Tommy.
When the daughter asks for his age, Teresa says no. No.
Yeah, that was a strong. She came
No.
on. Yeah, I thought she was going to hit her kid.
Why?
Like she came at her.
Why?
No, come for me. Yeah,
Yeah,
even if
yeah,
you're my daughter.
Fucking come for me, because I will.
She says, I want you to get to know him like I do.
Yeah, like sexually? Like what are
I
you
was like,
talking about?
we know you do. We know you want to set him up with your daughter when this doesn't work out. We're aware.
Yeah.
Like, that's not the show isn't that fucked up. Probably season 2.
Season 2, definitely.
Yeah.
But-
Teresa says, no, the daughter says, I just want to make sure you're thinking about this realistically. She's not. Don't worry.
I will say what I didn't appreciate about the show is the leaked audio of them having sex that they had a couple episodes back. Do you remember that? It's like the last thing in the world any of these grown children need to hear, you know, is their mom's younger boyfriend
I want
entering
it.
her.
I want
Jesus.
it. You want it.
She's bringing
I want to
sexy
embarrass
back.
myself on TV.
Yeah.
You want to embarrass yourself on TV. I want to ruin my children's lives. You want to ruin your children's lives.
I think with also watching Love is Blind and then seeing that this is the Netflix process of like, you know, because this is the ringer, right? Like we're going to put you in isolation, then we're going to make you live together, and then we're going to introduce, then we're going to make you share your lives, and then see whoever can survive.
They have
that.
to bring in the families. They're so
Oh,
demented.
man. Yeah, these Netflix producers, they're crazy.
Yeah. We get to Derek and Michelle Pfeiffer, and she Derek oh yeah, she this is where she's talking about how she's like, I don't need you to say everything is fine all the time, and I'm the one who's going to be moving and doing all this stuff, and it's hard for me and I'm stressed out. And he goes, you know, I need you to be in a peaceful state for
Yep.
us. Could you just be peaceful? What a douchebag. She should leave right now.
I don't know, man. I believe men. Again, I say this all the time, every time I'm on the show.
If she would just be peaceful, he would be in a better state. You know what? It's all about Derek, you know?
Yeah,
He's
honestly,
the
like
older
where
guy.
is
It's hard for him.
doesn't she know that he can't move because he has 2 kids, you know?
Yeah, he
That
can't
she
just
has to
take- he
Yeah,
can't just
she has to
take-
make all the sacrifice.
He just can't take weeks off at a time to go film a reality show and leave his kids, okay?
No, with who? His ex-wife? His
Yeah,
extended
okay?
family? His best friend that's his cousin that's also 10 years younger than him, which is weird to have a best friend that's 10 years younger than you.
He just needs a peaceful state, and if she would just give it to him, that would be great, okay?
It's just like women don't understand how complicated men are, you know?
Well, speaking of complicated, let's get to the group dinner. This is going to be
Oh,
fun.
Yeah, I love it.
Nick and Natalie show up, and they ask how the visits went. Teresa says John handled her kids' questions like a baller. Well, he didn't even ask any questions. And did you really just say like a baller?
She did devolve into like the Steve Buscemi meme of like, hello, fellow kids. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it was like she's just trying to use younger language, I guess.
He was a total scat man. He was doing skibbity bibbity bop boom boom. He was a scat man.
He was
Right?
the bomb.com. He was the cheese. You know, he was groovy, man.
And he paid for the meal. He had that cheddar on lock.
Oh,
No, he didn't. And they say, and she says that she's not going to reveal the age because it's a gigantic double standard. And I like how Leah's like, excuse me, isn't that against the rules of age of attraction? You're supposed to reveal the age. You have to reveal it.
I do like
agree
this
with her,
half
though.
nerd, half Bill Cosby voice you just gave, Lee.
Actually,
Chris is only 26. That's nuts. But yeah, I love Leah for she stood her ground. She was not scared of Teresa at all.
He's right, but also I'm like, why? It doesn't affect you. Why do you?
Yeah, dude. This has nothing to do with you. Why are you? This is not the Hilda.
Right. It is lame that like they didn't reveal their that Teresa's a coward.
I would feel bad too. She's like, I thought we all had to do that. That's what she's really saying. Like, isn't that not the rules? And then Natalie has to come in.
I just had to go through all this bullshit, and she did it.
Yeah. I had to tell this lady, this nice middle-aged lady, Chris's mom, my age. She goes, I don't like telling anyone my age, pretty much, you know?
What are you saying, Tommy?
Don't fucking come for me, because I will.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm scared.
I'm shaking. That's frightening.
Yeah,
that's
like,
frightening.
I'm like,
if I heard that I'm walking down a dark alley and I hear that in the background, I'm running, dude. I'm not even looking back.
I like how Leo was like, I have to deal with crazy people on airplanes. You don't scare me.
Right. Yeah. No, dude, seriously, right? She's like, I deal with you all the time.
Yeah, I deal with Karens all the time. I don't
You are
care.
nothing.
You are nothing.
Yeah. My God, you are a tab on a V8 tomato can.
Chris is like, everybody be respectful, okay? Everybody be respectful.
Yeah, that was whether we make it or not, right? And it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like all these young guys dropping the ball on what to say.
Chris, you're still here?
Yeah.
Well, so tonight's going to be their last night together, and then they're going to make their own decision, and then they're going to meet at the mountaintop and do the ceremony. So do we think? So should we go through the couples and should we figure out who we think is going to be together?
Yes, but also more importantly, very quickly, I've never been to Vancouver. It's gorgeous. I want to visit.
Beautiful, and
I really want to go to Vancouver.
That resort in BC that they were at is so nice. I was like, oh my god, where is this?
Yeah, we should go, Max.
Let's go. Let's go to the resort and let's go to the room where they did the ring thing and let's do it.
We should reenact the Jorge Vanel scenes.
Yes,
that's what we'll do.
Okay, Logan and Vanessa. What do we think the result will be?
I still think to the end, Logan will not be able to break up with her.
Yes.
So he won't be able to say it.
She will want to continue as well. Because she doesn't want to leave without anybody.
Yeah, I think, you know what? That's a couple that probably will make it just because Logan doesn't have the courage to do it. He's like the cowardly lion.
And she doesn't want to leave alone.
Yeah, she's the wicked witch and he's the cowardly lion. It's a very different spin on Wizard of Oz.
That's like really beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you, Max. That was huge.
I love that. Let's get on to John and Teresa.
Oh, I want them to. I
think they will.
You think they will? Huh. Yeah, maybe she's probably just gonna tap it a few more times and then leave.
I don't think it will work outside of it, but I think that they're gonna commit.
I actually think it could work. I want them to work. I just I don't know. I guess Teresa, you know what I think it is? She's a little grossed out. She's like, you're the same age as my kid. Come on.
Yeah, that's why I don't think it'll work out. I think eventually she'll get the ick, but I think that they'll commit I think she'll dig in for the show.
Who was that guy? Alabama Shake from the Shake from Love Is Blind, who's like
Shake from Love Is Blind, yeah.
Yeah. And he was like, this my partner is reminding me of my aunt.
Oh, of his aunt, yeah.
And it's like they can't do it. It's like after a certain point, man, you get that in your head, it's not gonna work anymore.
Yeah. Derek and Pfeiffer.
I don't know.
That is tricky.
I think it can work. I actually think they're the most in my
I think
my
they
head,
will. I think
they will work the most. Yeah, because she's impressionable and he has no personality. So I think, he's not actually pushing her. I think in any way, he's like, "Hey, I can't move. I can't do anything."
Chris and Leah.
Wait, hold on, Max. Can we backtrack for a second? Have you also noticed Derek's weird shirts?
No, what is weird about his shirts?
I don't know. They just always have like these like sort of straps on them, is what they look like. Like he has like a, like how a detective has like a gun holster.
Oh,
yeah.
Maybe he's a detective. Do we know his job?
I actually don't know his job.
Maybe
he might be a Texas Ranger. Maybe he's a Texas Ranger. That's kind of cool.
Oh, wow. That would be cool.
Also, R.I.P. Chuck Norris.
Fuck Chuck Norris.
He died today.
I don't care.
Oh my God, Max.
He was an asshole.
Oh, what? Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was mad. He was like MAGA before MAGA existed.
Ah, really?
Yeah, I'm sorry to reveal that to you, but you said R.I.P. Chuck Norris, so you have to live with what you said.
I guess you're right. I hate that the internet is forever.
I know. But
anyway,
this has been like 20 years of he was an asshole for like at least 20 years. Yeah.
I really should learn to read.
Yeah. Tommy retracts his statement.
Yeah.
Unless you said rest in piss. Am I right?
Right? Shit.
Oh, yeah. We got it.
Yeah, because I'm political.
Yeah, you got it. Derek and Pfeiffer. Oh, we just did Derek and Pfeiffer. Chris and Leah. No way. I think he'll back out.
I think he's going to be just like Logan. I think whatever happens to Logan and Vanessa will also happen to Chris and Leah.
Oh, because they're mirroring each other.
Yeah, because I think they're both avoidant, non-confrontational men. Yeah.
I think he'll back. I think Chris will need his space.
His mom basically told him to do it, So his mom gave him permission.
Do it. Yeah.
I don't think he'll do it then. I think he'll do it like 3 years from now, after they have a few kids. That's what I think.
Now, we already did Logan and Vanessa, right? Yeah. So let's get to Andrew and Libby. This is a tough one.
I think Libby wants in, and I think Andrew had his fun.
Yeah, I
think
was
Libby would.
That she'll say yes. I think he's going to say no.
I think he's going to say no.
Because it's going to be long distance, and he wants another blonde girl that's going to be non-long distance.
Yeah. Maybe if he had her on like a wide sort of like, miles roster, I guess, like you have to only see each other.
Because it's long distance, he doesn't like it.
Yes, maybe with a mileage plus credit card.
Yeah, he's like, my friends made it more realistic for me. I should have some girl that's at least, in my state.
Yeah.
At least on my
gotta be in my radius roster as opposed to my hoes in different area codes roster, which is totally yeah, and you know what? Libby, that what I like about them, they'll both bounce back. Andrew will be right back to dating 22-year-olds because college is still a thing. And then Libby will, she's 22. She's got her whole life ahead of her to be with more older, creepy men.
30-year-olds without kids, Hopefully she can just tone it down a little bit.
Yeah. Who do you think's going to have a personality career after this?
Oh, like who's going to be like an influencer or something?
Yeah. I think Libby and I think Teresa.
Oh, definitely. Libby and
I think
Teresa
Vanessa will try.
Yes, she will definitely try. None of the men. The men are so bad.
The men are very uninteresting.
Chris will definitely try the hardest. He seems like, yeah. And then John feels like his whole channel would be come watch me eat today. This is what I ate. A day of eating with John, and just like clips of like food and just plates of avocado and ground turkey. Boy kibble, as they say. Oh, they call it, that makes sense.
Yeah, because there's girl dinner and then there's boy kibble.
Yeah, I see a lot of the Netflix stars eating ground turkey.
Yeah.
And their macros and stuff like that. It's really disgusting. I'm like, why? I don't need to, I know you guys need to post content, but I don't need to see like ground turkey with different spices on it. Like you got to find something else to post.
You're not convincing me. Yeah, like I know it's not good. Like don't. but I did this to it. It's
Like,
like,
but
yeah.
I needed to post something today. I'm like, just post feet pics or something. I don't know. Anything is more interesting than ground turkey. I'd rather look at ugly weightlifter feet. I really would.
What about a foot in a bowl of ground turkey?
I would rather look at that than just ground turkey.
I would follow that account.
You don't even do anything for me, but I just think that looking at the image would be more interesting.
I mean, it would definitely make me question, like, what does that texture feel like on the soles of my feet?
Right.
Yeah,
it's more evocative.
In a way, now that I've brought it up, I kind of can't stop thinking about it.
Well, did you ever follow Breadface back in the day?
No, I wish I knew what that was.
She was this influencer, and she would just smash her face down on bread.
Oh, I do know who you're talking about. Yeah,
right.
I love that.
She was great. All she did was
great.
smash bread with her face, like just smash turkey with your foot. Like, it's evocative. It makes us think about our lives. It's like Age of Attraction. It makes us think about our age.
Oh my God!
Ground turkey by itself, that does nothing.
It does nothing.
Bland.
Yeah, ground turkey with a foot in it.
That is art. Wow.
What are you saying? Is this about the administration? Are you saying something about the war? What is this?
Oh my God. People that listen to the end of the podcast are really in for a treat.
Yeah. Thank you for staying till the end.
This is where the real magic happens.
It's where the real male bonding happens.
We get deep.
Yeah. Only bowl deep, Max. Only bowl
deep. Well, Tommy, thank you so much for joining us again today for the last time ever. We will miss you.
This is you know what? It's great because I get to watch the show. I mean, how often do two men get to come together, talk about a TV show? Only for every Friday.
Only every Friday, basically. And now never. So Tommy, it was great seeing you here. I will be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time to recap Love is Blind Sweden episode 6 through 8 with my friend Claire Burns, her first time on the podcast. And I'll be back next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific time, recapping the Age of Attraction finale the day it comes out, 7 p.m. with Lily and Tanner. Going to be a very exciting time. Let's do
Lily
it.
And Tanner.
In the meantime, head to patreon.com/reality alert. Only $5 a month. It's the only tier now. And you get ad-free access to Reality Alert. What else could you ask for? Subscribe everywhere. Leave a 5-star review. It would be nice. Tommy, anything else today?
Just that love you, Max. Love talking about these wonderful shows with you.
Me too. You're such a great guest. You're always funny. We always get such great things after you come on the podcast. People writing about you.
Max.
I know me. No, I'm not being passive aggressive now. I'm being honest. People love to have you on, so I'm glad that we got to have you on today. Nice. And we will see you soon, I'm sure. Okay. Follow Tommy at Tommy Llama, by the way, on Instagram. Right, Tommy?
Yeah, please do. Yeah.
Okay. What, sir?
No, nothing. I was just going to trail off, but then you actually took what I was saying into account. You try to hear and see me, and that's not what I was expecting.
Oh, well, you should.
All right. Well, this is a sort of anticlimactic ending now. Now that
should we make it climactic?
You've exposed my ruse.
Turkey bowls or something like that.
Yeah. No. I was just going to try to trail off into nothing, and then you were just going to. So it sounded like I had something to say.
For those who don't take TV too seriously, it's your favorite podcast with the best recaps. Your host Max will make you laugh till it hurts. It's Reality Alert.
Don't fucking come for me, because I will.